Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers. And yes, I still sound like this. I'm hoping that this week my voice will return back to normal. But this is the reason why you haven't heard from me or seen me in the last couple of about the last week and a half. But in any case, this is the daily ecom planning session. And during this session, we're going to cover a tip and then we're going to talk about our daily ecom planning checklist. So yesterday's topic was how to stay energized in your business, and today's topic is how to stay healthy in hectic times. So this is Q4, and typically during Q4, there's a lot of work that we all invest into our businesses as e-commerce sellers. We are focused and committed on um, taking the most or taking advantage of Q4, all of the buying frenzy that's going on. Sometimes we work longer hours. Sometimes we don't eat as healthy. We're going through and eating fast food because we just didn't have time to do our regular meal prep. Sometimes we're not getting enough sleep because we're just working the midnight oil or we're checking on others who are running our business. So, just some little tips to help you to stay healthy in the midst of it all. Clearly, I don't sound like I'm healthy at all. But in any case, it's only because my son got sick about a week and a half ago. When he got sick, I got sick, and I have been struggling to recover. And so now I think I'm over the worst of it. But in any case, let's talk about this topic. So before we get into the topic, the first thing I want to invite you to do is I invite you to go download the daily, weekly, and monthly planning sessions direct or documents. It's the checklist. Downloads those directly from the e-commerce planning Facebook group. So we are live on Clubhouse. We are also live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. So if you go over there, you go to the files section, you'll be able to download the daily, weekly, and monthly planning sessions. You'll need these because once we go through this list of ways to stay healthy, we're going to go straight into the checklist. So, 7 ways to stay healthy in hectic times. There are different windows in our business where it's really hectic. Sometimes there's what I refer to as ebbs and flows. And typically, for me personally, I try to plan for it or build up towards it. And what I mean by that is if I know that the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks are going to be crazy, I'm going to spend about 4 to 6 weeks planning for the crazy so that way I'm not, doubling all my hours. I'm not doubling all my time and investment. I kind of spread it out so it doesn't increase or it manages my stress levels. And so, in the midst of all this, one of the things that can happen is when your stress levels go up, your immune system goes down. And if you want to get a handle on that, if you're prone to getting sick, or if your family members are prone to getting sick, especially right now, like it's November, and this is cold and flu season, and COVID, and every other thing, RSV, strep, all of those things are part of this crazy season. And so we have to be extra vigilant to stay healthy in this crazy season, in addition to our increased stress levels because of the fact that we're working so much. We're so invested in our business. We're paying attention to the numbers. We're sometimes freaking out when we run out of inventory that's selling. We're trying to make sure we're positioned well to be able to take advantage of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all of the buying days that are coming up. So, the first things we got to do is we definitely got to get a hold of making sure that we're still getting regular sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, it breaks down your immune system. And so then when you do get sick, you're down. And you're probably going to get mad at yourself if you're down in the middle of Q4. You can't ignore it. You can't avoid it. You can't get away from it. So what you can do is you can do a better job of taking care of yourself. So number one, get more rest. Make sure that you're doing what you can to get more sleep or get regular sleep. And stay consistent with it, even in the midst of Q4. Even if you're running the business by yourself or you've got a team, get regular sleep. Number two, Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, making sure you're drinking enough. Right now, I'm drinking green tea first thing in the morning, trying to make sure that my vocal cords, even though I sound like crap, that my vocal cords are as strong as they can be, but also that I'm hydrating myself as I'm taking meds and supplements to try to improve my health. So um, make sure that you're staying hydrated, doing everything you can to stay hydrated, drinking enough water. I have a water bottle that has measurements and times on it so that that way, as I drink throughout the day, I'm able to stay on top of how much liquid I've had in the day. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Figure out how you want to do that. Establish some healthy eating habits. This is that window where snacking all the time, snacking on potential junk food, snacking on unhealthy things. If you're a person like me, I love crunchy stuff. So chips are my downfall. Um, that's bad. So since I know chips are my downfall, I am going to do what I can to make sure that I have healthier snacks around, that I've got nuts, that I've got, um, if I'm going to eat something that's chips, I'm going to try and get a healthier version of chips. I'm going to have some carrots or celery around, something that's going to give me that crunch. So if you're a person, maybe you have a sweet tooth and you like candy, because there's a lot of candy from Halloween. There's a lot of candy from Christmas. So what you might want to do is, get some fruits that are higher in sugar that you can eat on and give you a little bit of that sugar rush that you're looking for. There are some healthier chocolates that are out there. So again, make healthier choices, and then the regular meals that you eat instead of getting the fast food drive-in. Try to do more meal prep or taking some time to invest in your health and do some meal prep. If you can't, try to make healthier choices while you're out. We have a salad and go here in the Dallas Fort Worth area. I absolutely love it. So if I'm out and about, get the salad and go. Number four, establish healthy routines. Healthy routines like taking supplements, if that's going to help you boost your immune system, manage your stress. Again, things that are going to help you to stay healthy or healthier or to recover faster if you happen to get sick. So important that you be able to recover fast. So establish some healthy routines if you don't have them. Um, be more intentional about your healthy routines. Maybe it's something you do before you even get started working, is that you go through and make sure that you've taken your supplements or done what you can to help you establish healthier routines. Number five, meditate. So meditating does many different things. One, it gets more oxygen to the body, which gives you more energy. Number two, it can help with recovery. And number three, with the regular breathing, it can also help with your immune system. And number four, it can help with your stress levels. And so, meditating on a regular basis, just taking time to maybe sit back, close your eyes, breathe in and out intentionally for like 5, 10 minutes every single day. Over time, you'll start to see improvements in your health and your ability to kind of manage your stress, maybe. So, meditating, sometimes journaling for some people also helps. Number six, get some exercise. Try to get out, take a break, take a couple breaks, 5-minute breaks 3 times a day to go for a walk, go down the street, come back, whatever. Go up and down the stairs, stand up instead of sitting all day, those things to help you. And number seven, get away. Make sure that you are doing something to get away, um, doing something to, break up the day. Celebrate when you have a big win, when you reach your goals and you hit your numbers. Make sure you celebrate. So I hope that this helps. I hope that you take the opportunity to use these tips, even though I sound like I should not be the one to share this with you. Take the opportunity to do some things that are going to help you stay healthy in the midst of your crazy times in your business, whenever that is. It doesn't always have to be Q4. You could have a crazy season in February, or you could have a crazy season in April. Whenever it happens to be, just remember these tips and use them to help you in your business. So with that, I invite you to turn up the dial on your business and get laser focused by grabbing the eCom planner. You can grab it at myecommplanner.com. Again, myecommplanner.com. It was created for sellers by sellers. It is the ultimate e-commerce planner, and you can go to myecommplanner.com to grab it. I also invite you to schedule a free 20-minute coaching session. You can go to ecomsellers.com, click on free resources, and schedule your free 20-minute coaching session over there. And I invite you to join eCom Sellers Academy on your e-commerce journey. You can go to ecomsellersacademy.com to join eCom Sellers Academy right now. It's terribly affordable, $17.99 a month, or you can pay for the lifetime. So if you didn't download the checklist before, I invite you to download the checklist now. Again, it's inside the e-commerce planning Facebook group. And then after we go through the checklist, if you want to talk about your business, if you need an accountability check-in, you want to talk about what you're doing today or this week, you want to chat about any part of your business, regardless of your platform, regardless of your e-commerce method or technique that you use, you can join the conversation over on Clubhouse. We're still live there, even though I sound like a combination of Betty Davis and the lady from A Quiet Place. So you can go over to eCom Sellers Club on Clubhouse and let's talk about your business. So with that, let's go through the checklist, shall we? While I still have a little bit of a voice left. So funny, so sad. All right. Okay, on the daily ecom planning checklist, there are three primary things that we talk about. We break it up into three segments. Everything we do is about being intentional in your business and being intentional in your actions that you engage in and activities you engage in your business. So number one, the night before, we're going to do some things. Number two, the morning of, right now, we're going to do some things. And number three, we're going to think about the future and we're going to prepare for it. And number one, we're going to go through, and the night before, we're going to invest anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. And before we go to bed, we're going to review your schedule for today. How are things going, or how did things go for the day before you go to bed? How much progress did you make? What did you get done? What did you not get done? What are the things that were extra in your day that you didn't have planned, you didn't have prepared? You're like, oh, crap. So we're going to make a note of all those things. We're going to go through that daily checklist or that daily schedule, and we're going to celebrate the things we did get done. We're not going to harp on the things we didn't get done, but we're going to make a note of it because there could be a lesson learned opportunity there. Number two, we're going to go through and update our daily tracking stats. You can update your daily tracking stats. These are your income producing activities, stats that are going to keep you honest and keep you on track in the midst of crazy. So we're going to update our daily stats by going over to the eCom planner. If you don't have one, you can still get one at myecommplanner.com and update those stats so you can stay on track. Number three, we're going to review our online calendars for tomorrow. Our online personal calendar, our online business calendar, our online work calendar. So these are all of our digital calendars that we use on a regular basis. Let's go check them out so we know what's coming up tomorrow. We're not surprised by it. Next, we're going to, before we go to bed, we're going to review the schedule for tomorrow. Now, if we didn't write the schedule, we're going to write it out. And that way we'll increase our awareness of what we're doing tomorrow. We want to take into account everything that we do in a day, not just the time that we invest in our business, but also, time we spend with our family, our friends, our pets, other things that we do that are just part of daily living. So we want to incorporate and make sure that the schedule is inclusive because we get 24 hours in the day. Of those 24 hours, hopefully we are awake 18 to 16 of those hours. So what are you doing with your 18 to 16 hours? Are you wasting them? Are you investing them in things that are going to help you in your business in this crazy time? Are you investing it in things that are going to help reduce your stress over time? Or are you wasting time on things and then you're going to be hectic later on? So what are you doing with your time? Let's build that schedule so that we're taking advantage of that. Let's be mindful of the things we didn't get done today so that way maybe we add them to tomorrow's schedule, maybe we don't. We'll see. So tomorrow arrives. That's now, that's today. And step one is to reassess yesterday. Sometimes when we're going through the process, we're not able to, because the day was so busy, we're just fatigued and we're not able to remember everything. So once you go to sleep, you wake up fresh. You're able to go through that daily checklist. So let's go through the daily checklist. Let's see what we forgot. Let's update it. Let's account for our time. Let's account for what we did and what we didn't get done. And let's also make adjustments if we need to the schedule for today, because maybe something, or for yesterday, sorry, maybe something came to mind that we needed to track or take account of. And so let's make sure we make adjustments where we need to. Step two is to review our weekly priorities and weekly habits. This is the first full week of November. Okay. So we got 2 partial weeks in November and 3 full weeks in November. Let's take advantage of that and let's see what we had on the agenda for the first full week in November and what are the habits that we're working to track this week. It's not just this week. What are the habits that we're tracking for a 30-day or 60-day window? And where are we on those habits? Number 3, let's glance at our goals for the month and our activities for the month. What did we have on our agenda in our monthly planning session for the month of November? What did we have on the agenda? What was the plan? Number 4 is to review our schedule for today. So we're going to make adjustments to our schedule. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we keep our schedule as is. What's on our plan for today when it comes to the business, when it comes to the things that we want to get done, when it comes to maybe things that got carried over to today from yesterday? So let's go ahead and let's be prepared to step into the schedule. Let's be prepared to execute the schedule, get the train onto the track so we're ready to rock and roll. And number 5 is to write down the schedule, an agenda for tomorrow. Just an outline. It doesn't have to be detailed, something high level, so we can come back to it. And it also increases our awareness of the things we need to get done today, so we do our best not to carry them forward into tomorrow. And then last but not least, let's plan for those known upcoming interruptions, those known upcoming disruptions. Things like doctor's appointments, things like family coming in for Thanksgiving, things like you needing to take a day off to go see your child's Christmas play or recital or whatever. So let's plan for those things and make adjustments to our schedule to move things around so that we still are able to continue executing them, the things that we know are going to make a difference in our business. Things like creating listings or getting shipments out, things like sourcing. So all of those things matter in our business. Let's make sure that even if we're not able to invest the 2 hours or the 5 hours or the 15 hours into those activities, that we at least invest some time. So we may not be able to do our regular schedule. We can do a modified version of it just so we can continue executing those regular daily tasks that make a difference in our business. So with that, it's all about sustaining momentum in your business. That's what it's about. So I hope this information is helpful. I hope you use this in your e-commerce business. If you haven't already done so, grab your My eCom Planner at myecomplanner.com and use that to help you stay on track and on task in executing your daily activities. In addition to that, join eCom Sellers Academy. And if you want to schedule a free 20-minute session, feel free to do that. You can go to ecomsellers.com. So I hope this is helpful. Please share it out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the daily eCom planning session. Hopefully over the week, I will get better and I won't sound like this as much. And I'll start to sound more like my regular self. So with that, I hope you have an amazingly blessed, highly productive, and extremely profitable day. We're going to say goodbye for now. We're live on Clubhouse. Feel free to join us on Clubhouse if you want to talk about your business right now.